Hey y'all, we're back with another classic Mav Pack Hack from K&A Custom Fabrics. Today we are making the Jurassic Park Mav Pack, and it's got the little doors, and we're going to sew them on. And then you're going to open it, and it's going to go roar, something like that. Just like we do in most of our other videos, we're going to go ahead and just get started. All right, so we have our doors already cut out. I just followed the line as best as I could. You can see a little bit of the white edge, but I'm going to cover that with edge coating, so it's not that big of a deal. I do have some of my Decaville Light or Profuse Stiff scraps, so I'm going to put these on the back here. So you do want to make sure there is a difference in the two. So one of the sides is much longer than the other side, and this is the part that we're sewing down to the door, to the main panel. So you want to make sure that you're only interfacing one of each side. So we'll go ahead and put that to the side. And I'm just going to cut up these scraps and iron them on. If you wanted to trace it completely and then trim it within 1/8 or 1/4 inch of the inside of the line, you could. We'll do that on this one, just so you can see both ways. Just going to get a pen. And then I'm going to trim it just inside, like 1/4 inch to 1/8 away. And then we're going to go ahead and iron that on. So it looks just like this. So you have a little bit of an edge all the way around, so when we sew, it doesn't stick out. And I'm using my Cricut mini press. I just found out today that I've had this thing for 5 years, and it has done me well. I use it almost every time I sew, and it's probably one of my favorite tools to keep by my sewing machine. Okay, and then we're going to take some tape. I'm just going to put a piece of tape on here. You can put as much tape as you want. The more tape you put, probably the more, the less it'll shift when you sew it together. Not probably, totally. But you don't have to put tape at all if you don't want to. You can just use clips. Personal preference. So we're going to line this up to the best of our abilities today. That looks pretty good to me. So let's go ahead and do the other one. So on this one, I'm just going to layer a bunch of scraps on here, and then we'll be good to go. So there's the first scrap. And this will just keep our doors from getting wrinkled. Perfect. We'll line this up. All right, let's put our little scraps away. So now, since we know that we're going to have the doors mirrored with the thicker edge on the outside, we want to decide which ones we want facing up. I want to top stitch them both mirrored. That way one side looks nicer than the other. Or, you know, looks more finished. Sometimes the bobbin gets a little wonky. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start here. So I'm going to top stitch at a 4.5 stitch length today. And I'm going to go ahead and start on this thicker side. And I'm going to back stitch. You don't have to. You can leave your threads long and pull them to the back and tie it if you'd like. But since we're sewing this down to the bag anyway, there's going to be a bunch of stitches. So it's not going to matter. So let's go ahead and make sure we got everything lined up. And then we can trim it if we need to. Let's go ahead and go down. I'm going to go ahead and just trim this edge a little bit. Just like so. You don't want to get trim happy and then it'll be super uneven. So just trim a little if you have to. And then when I edge coat this, it'll cover up all the little white pieces. All right, so there's our first door done. Moving on to the second one. Just like we're going to start on the outside, just like the other one. All right, and that is perfect enough for me. And this is the other side of the door, so we want to make sure that we don't need to trim it at all. It looks good to me. So now let's edge coat these and we'll be right back. And we're back. I have our door pieces. They are painted and ready to go. So you want to make sure that the side you want facing up is facing up for the top stitching. So I'm going to flip them over and I'm going to put some tape on the back. Now I'm going to run the tape along the wider of these two end pieces. And as close to the edge as I can. If you don't want to use tape, you don't have to. Okay. So we have our door here, and we're going to line up with these flat pieces right here at the bottom. So I'm going to line up the first door here and cover this whole black piece on the edge. So almost as close to this light as possible without going over. So hold on just a second. Guess that wasn't dry, was it? All right. Let's try that again. So I'm going to take my door and I'm going to line it up just along this dark edge and flush with the bottom, just like this. So we're going to tape it on. And then we're going to sew a little box. So let's put that on there, line it up. And we'll take the other one and we'll put that on there and line that one up. And you don't want them to overlap. You just want them to match just right. There you go. So then this is what the doors are going to look like. And we're going to stitch a line here, and then 1/8 of an inch away, we're going to stitch another line. And then you'll be able to open the door and see the dinosaur. Pretty cool, huh? And we have enough room down here for our seam allowance. You want to make sure that you have at least a 1/2 inch. Let's see, what do we have? We have 3/8 inch. Let's move that door up just a little bit. Just a little. So I'm moving it just above the line at the bottom. So let's do a 1/2 inch up. I'm going to line it up with just as close as I can to the light. And then same here on this one, 1/2 inch up. We're going to flush the doors together. And then just like so. I want it to be as close to the light as like even amounts away from the light. So there we go. All right, so it's a 1/2 inch from the bottom. And look, I'm very close to the light on both sides, but not quite. And so we're going to sew our little box stitch around. I'm going to try to follow the stitching from our top stitching, and then we'll go the 1/8 of an inch around for that. Back stitch if you want, or you can leave your threads long and tie them in the back. It's your choice. I'm going to backstitch. One stitch away. One stitch is too much. We want to do it 1/8 of an inch away. Looks like I got a little bit of the edge coat, but that's okay. So it looks like I have this little line here. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to clip all those threads, give them a little trim. And then there you go, there's the doors. Oh, it's so good. I love how that turned out. I can't wait to see the whole bag together. So now you'll just follow the instructions as per the regular Mav pattern instructions, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, and we're all done. This is our Jurassic Park Life Finds a Way Mav Pack Purse Pal for the month. We have our strap here with our strap connectors, and our front with our Mr. DNA pulls, and then the bag, when you open the doors, there's the dinosaur for the T-Rex, and then inside we have, I made a pouch out of the pocket because I bind both sides, and then the matching purse pal. If you wish to purchase any of these, you can get them at KNACustomFabrics.com. If you have any questions, leave them in the box below, and we'll see you next time.